So this is a viscera of liver and this is the anatomical position. Okay. This is the attachment of the falciform ligament. It is attached over the anterior surface of the liver. Okay. This is the peritoneal reflection, and at its lower margin of this falciform ligament, here is the ligamentum teres hepatis. Okay. So liver has this anterior surface, superior surface, right lateral surface. Here is the posterior surface, and this is the visceral surface. Okay. So these are the 5 surfaces. This inferior surface is called visceral surface, and rest of the surface are together forming the parietal surface, and this is right lateral surface. So this is also included in the parietal surface, and sharp border, this is sharp inferior border, okay, separating the anterior surface and right lateral surface from the inferior surface. And another border you can say is the posterior border. It is lying here, okay. It is passing through the right triangular ligament, inferior layer of coronary ligament, lower margin of the inferior vena cava groove, just above the caudate and papillary processes of this caudate lobe, and here tuberomentally extending up to the left triangular ligament. Okay. Here is attachment of the falciform ligament. So it is dividing the liver into 2 lobes. This is right lobe, here is the left lobe, anatomical right and left lobe. This is forming the 5/6 or 6/7 you can say 6/7, and this is 1/7. Okay. And here is the line extending posteriorly. This is fissure for ligamentum venosum. This is fissure for ligamentum teres hepatis. So this line, attachment of falciform ligament, fissure for ligamentum venosum, ligamentum teres hepatis, dividing it into anatomical right and left lobe. This is caudate lobe, this is quadrate lobe, this is groove for inferior vena cava, and this is gallbladder attached to the fossa for the gallbladder. Okay. And this projecting part of gallbladder, this is fundus of the gallbladder, this is body of the gallbladder, and here is the neck of the gallbladder. Okay. And here is, okay, so physiological divisions, right and left lobes passing through this cholecystovanecaval groove, okay, Cantley's line. So it is passing through fossa for gallbladder, IVC groove, and anteriorly almost 3 to 4 centimeter to the right of this attachment of falciform ligament, okay, and it is dividing the liver into 2 equal halves, right and left, okay, physiological lobe. And these are the attachment of the coronary ligaments. You can see these are peritoneal reflections. Here is the falciform ligament, here is the left triangular ligament, here is right triangular ligament, superior layer of coronary ligament, inferior layer of coronary ligament. Okay. So here is we will discussing the relations of the posterior surface. From right to left we are going. Here is the bare area. Okay. It is non-peritoneal area. Base is formed by the inferior vena cava groove. Apex is formed by the right triangular ligament. Superior boundary, superior layer of coronary ligament. Inferior boundary, inferior layer of coronary ligament. This is groove for inferior vena cava. Then we will get the caudate lobe. Okay. Caudate lobe, it has 2 processes. Caudate process joining it with the right lobe, and papillary process. It is the dilated part in the lower left part of the caudate lobe. Next is fissure for ligamentum venosum, which is lying at the floor of this fissure, and in this fissure 4 layers of lesser omentum are getting attached. Okay. Here is the attachment of left triangular ligament, and here is impression for the lower end of esophageal impression. Next we are going to impression of the inferior surface. Okay. This large depression you can see, this is gastric impression over the left lobe. Okay. Here is the fissure for ligamentum teres hepatis. This is the quadrate lobe. Okay. Here pyloric end of stomach and first part of duodenum is related. Next here in this part there is an duodenal impression. Here first duodenal flexure is related, superior duodenal flexure, that is junction of first part and second part of the duodenum. In this part colon is related, okay, right colic flexure. So this is colic impression. Here is duodenal impression, here is the colic impression. In this part there is the renal impression, okay, related to the right kidney. And in the inferior part of the bare area, in this area over the upper pole of kidney, here it is related to right suprarenal gland. So that is right suprarenal impression. So from left to right, gastric impression, here is pyloric impression, duodenal impression, colic impression, renal impression, suprarenal impression, okay. And this elevated part in this area near the fissure fall ligamentum venosum, here this elevated part is known as tuberomental, okay. It lies close to the tuberomental of the pancreas, okay, understood. So you have seen all the features of the posterior surface and the inferior surface. So bare areas of the liver include the bare area, this porta hepatis, fossa for gallbladder, and the floor of this groove for inferior vena cava and floor of these two fissures, fissure for ligamentum venosum and fissure for ligamentum teres hepatis. These are the bare areas. And you have to also know the structures passing through the porta hepatis. So this is porta hepatis, this is duct, artery and vein from anterior to posterior. Here these are the ducts, okay. Ducts are dividing and entering into the liver, coming out from the liver mainly, joining with the cystic duct forming the common bile duct. And this is artery, these are divisions of the artery, and this large opening is of the portal vein, okay. So duct, artery and vein from anterior to posterior, okay. And duct is sometimes greenish color stain because it is bile stain, bile stains green in color, okay. So how will you hold this in anatomical position? You hold it like this. Right part is slightly above because right dome of diaphragm is slightly above. So superior surface is convexo concavo convex. Middle part is related to central tendon of diaphragm. Above the central tendon lies the heart and the pericardium, okay. And anterior surface comes in relations with the lung, pleura, the pericardial pleural recesses, costodiaphragmatic recess, ribs, intercostal muscles, then skin, superficial most, okay. And liver biopsy is done in the mid axillary line at the 9th intercostal space, okay. And this shiny covering you can see, this is Gleason's capsule. This is also asked frequently in your viva, okay. And in the vena caval group you will see some openings. See here, এগুলো কাছে এসে দেখতে পাবি তখন you will see in the vena cava opening there are some openings draining into the inferior vena cava. These are openings of the hepatic veins, okay. So here porta hepatis you will get the bile ducts, hepatic artery, portal vein, and here in the vena caval groove you will see the inferior vena cava and hepatic veins are draining into inferior vena cava directly, okay. So you place your finger or forceps at the vena caval groove like this and place it vertically here and place the falciform ligament anteriorly. So this will be the anatomical position of the liver, okay, understood. So everyone will be able to hold it in anatomical position. Falciform ligament anteriorly, vena caval groove will lie on the posterior surface and placed vertically, and large wedge shaped base towards the right, okay, understood. So this will be the anatomical position of the liver, understood. Everyone has understood, okay. Now you can come here and see on your own, and if any query you can ask. So caudate lobe has two process, caudate process towards the right, papillary process towards the left. Lobe, here is attachment of left triangular ligament, esophageal impression. Inferior surface gastric impression over the quadrate lobe, pyloric end of stomach and first part of duodenum.